Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Mark, and we are here at Slowpoke Racing with the Ultimate Racing League Wednesday challenge. We're in the Porsche GT3, the Porsche 911 GT3, and we are still in Croatia at the seaside, although it looks very mountainous from that shot there, doesn't it? But believe me, we are at the seaside at Dragon Trail, and we are on the grid ready for race 3. We've seen two fantastic wins for Brian in races 1 and 2. However, this is now the reverse grid. Always throws up some fun and games, does the reverse grid. But yeah, let's have a look and see how we get on. You can see the sun's gone down, all the headlights are on, and it's looking a bit grey out there as night time falls. So yeah, let's see how we get on. We'll run down the grid. So as I say, reverse grid. Nath is now on pole position with the Big Mac just behind him in second. Kebabman's is third, Kian is fourth, Declan fifth, Firepower is sixth, Stealth is seventh, Hodgie eighth, Graham ninth, Shaggy 10th, and Brian, our previous two races winner, is now on 11th and all to do, and on medium tyres as well. So that should be fun. So back up to Nath, who is going to get us started. So look for those lights. We've got 5 on and we are away. Now then, Kebabman starts to the inside. Has he got the best, better start? It looks like the Big Mac has got the jump on Nath. Nath slipping down the order, so I'm not quite sure what's happened to Nath, but the Big Mac's got himself in front. Kian goes a little deep into that corner. We've had a bit of a bump. Excuse me. Bit of door bashing, I think that's all it was. As everybody goes through, we are all still going in the right direction, which is what we want to see. Usually with the reverse grid, we have a big pile up on the first turn. But so far so good. Everyone behaving themselves as the Big Mac leads us through and down the hill to the second hairpin for the first time in this race 1. As Stealth tries to make a move on the Kebabmans. Can't quite get it done. Kebabman stays ahead in second. Stealth in third. Let's just follow the guys as they go through the chicane of death. Oh, now who's that? That's Kian. It looks like Kian has had a bit of a moment there. Nath has picked up a penalty. Oh, Kian, yes, he just he caught that right hand barrier, didn't he, which slammed him into the one on the left. Nath has picked up a penalty, so that can only be for track limits. And Shaggy as well. What's happened to Shaggy? He's oh, there we go. So it was just after the first hairpin into the S's. Oh, he's got himself on the grass, and that has unsettled the car, and that will penalty will be for the track limits. Oh, and then onto the kitty licker as well for Shaggy. That was very unlucky, and all the way down now into 11th. So the Big Mac still leading this third race. Stealth has got himself into second. Kebabman's still battling with him though. Hodgie sitting in fourth. He's fighting with his nearest rival Declan for fourth. Declan getting right into the slipstream of Hodgie. Declan pulls to the inside into turn 1. Well, it's more of a kink in the road, isn't it, than a turn. Into the first chicane, and Declan goes through. Good move for Declan, although Hodgie now fighting back. Hodgie having a look up the inside. No, thought better of it. See the brake disc glowing red hot as they hard on the brakes into these hairpin turns. It's a great shot of the cars coming down that hill as Declan tries to fend off Hodgie. Then we've got Firepower in 6. Got a little bit of breathing space, not a lot, but a little bit of breathing space. Back to Brian Moncani. Brian in 7th, Graham 8th. These two had a great battle in the second race. Brian on the mediums, and I think, yeah, Graham is going to be on the soft, so Graham should have a slight advantage, at least for the first few laps. Until Brian can get some heat into those medium. Oh, Graham just, I think Graham just clipped the barrier then. Let's go on board with Graham and see what happened from his point of view. Yeah, it's just, I'm not quite sure what it was, but he definitely slammed into that barrier on the left. And that has scrubbed a few tenths off of his speed there, which has allowed Brian just to edge away from him. Then we've got Kean and Nath having a fight for 9th. And we've got Shaggy down in 11th after he's coming off on the first lap. So back up to our current leader, the Big Mac. He's on lap 3. Oh, he took that very wide. You don't want to go on the grass too much. You don't want dirty tyres, not on these cars. Stealth doing everything he can to catch him up. Let's just have a look. They're both on the soft tyres. Kebabman's still sitting in 3rd. Although he has got Declan and Hodgie right behind him as Declan makes a move. Oh, well, he didn't make a move. He had a bit of a look, didn't he? It's all happening behind as well. Hodgie and Brian now having a fight through the chicane as we follow them through. Everybody, oh wow, somebody had a big thump there. I think it might have been Graham. Had another big hit on the barrier. That's knocked him down to 8 now, Graham. Yeah, you can see the damage at the front. He'll be cursing himself for that. So let's just drop back up to this. So Hodgie's sitting in 4th currently. Then we've got Brian, then we've got Declan. So we'll go on board with Declan. We've got Firepower just behind. You can see we've got Brian and Hodgie up ahead. Oh, as Brian goes a little bit deep into that turn. Managed to keep hold of it though. As he keep Madman's leads us through this hairpin. Now Declan got himself, oh, I thought he got himself up alongside Brian, but no. That's allowed Firepower to get right up his gearbox though. Brian a little bit deep into that corner. I thought Declan was going to go through. Now Declan definitely in the slipstream now. Is he going to make a move on Brian before we get to this final hairpin, to the second hairpin turn? He does. He takes the inside line. He's just got to try and hold it though. Brian looking for the cutback. Declan closes the door on him, but Brian now pushing him along. Oh, Declan, just as we stepped out the car. We're going through the chicane. He's under pressure from Brian, and he just caught that left-hand barrier which pushed him to the right, and that took him out. And that is so unlucky for Declan. He was having a great battle then. as Hodgie gets closer and closer to the kebab man's. Brian has got Hodgie in his sights. Firepower sitting in 6th. He's having a great race, his Firepower. He's having to fend off Graham though at the minute. Nicely done through that chicane. Graham trying to apply the pressure, trying to force a mistake from Firepower. Firepower's having none of it. Defending hard. Oh, now then, has he allowed Graham through? He just left the door open a little bit there. And Graham stuck his nose in. So Firepower now drops down to 7th as Graham goes through to 6th. And he's going to be looking at chasing Brian. In the meantime though, Hodgie has managed to get by the kebab man's and up into 3rd. So a much better showing from Hodgie in this 3rd race. We've got the Big Mac and Stealth out on their own really at the minute. Neither of them really under any kind of pressure. So you can see them both go across the start finish line just as you saw the headlights of Hodgie come round that final turn. Oh, Stealth. Now then, where's he gone? Where's Stealth gone? Oh, he's on the ground. Oh, Stealth, no, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. He slid it round that chicane. Oh no. That is so unlucky for Stealth. He just went in too hot, I think, into the chicane. And that has took him from 2nd to 8th. It just shows how cruel this racing game can be. So Hodgie can't believe his luck. Now up into 2nd. Brian, who started in 11th, is into 3rd already and on the medium tyres. So really having a fantastic race with Brian. He's got Graham right behind him again. These two, as I say, had a fantastic battle in race 2, and it looks like they're going to continue it into this race as well. Graham, I think he's on the softs. Yes, he is. Getting closer and closer to Hodgie. Oh, it's Graham just slammed straight into that barrier. That really does live up to his name, this chicane of death. It's killed at least 4 people today. There's a big impact there for Graham. You can see the front damage, bumper, wheels. That's going to give him a headache. So as we go back up just to see how our leader's getting on, he is all on his own. Just has to keep it steady, does the Big Mac. He is actually a very good front runner, is the Big Mac. When he gets himself in front, he's pretty good at staying there and opening up gaps. You can see he's got the current fastest lap on 1:39.7, which he achieved on lap 5. So he's not messing about. This is where the battle is taking place though, Hodgie and Brian. So we're on lap 7, we've got about 4 minutes to go, so Brian's tyres should be warmed up by now. So this really could be a fight to the end for these two. Brian is, 24 points behind Hodgie going into this round. Brian already clocked up 2 wins. So it could be all change at the top of the table again. As we see, Kebabman's on firepower, Declan's in there as well. This is for 4th position. Ooh, firepower looked like he went a bit wide, but he's managed to keep himself in 5th. Trying to get into the slipstream of the Kebabmans. And it looks like he is. He pulls to the inside, but Kebabman's shuts that one off. We have about 2.5 minutes of this race left, so I don't know, we might get one more lap out of it. I'm not sure. As Firepower has another look at the inside of the Kebabman. Oof, what a great shot that was, as Firepower gets up on 2 wheels. Now Kebabman's managing to keep this little group behind him. Declan has got through to 5th, Stealth has gone through to 6th now, Firepower dropped down to 7. Oh, now then, what's happened there? That was Stealth. Let me see if we can find what's happened to Stealth. It's currently in 6th with Declan. Now then, did Stealth just I couldn't tell. Still can't tell from that angle. So as we go into the S's, Stealth gets a good run on Firepower, gets his wheels on the left there a little bit, but he's okay side by side with Declan. Oh, and Stealth gets on the grass. Yeah, I think Stealth just got on the grass, which unsettled the car, and that slung him into Declan. I think Stealth was just a passenger at that point. So let's have a look. Declan, however, has managed to keep going, so no real harm done to him, as he puts a challenge in on the Kebabmans to take 4th. And he does, so Declan goes into 4th, Kebabman's 5th, Firepower is 6th. Graham though, right on the back of Firepower. Is he going to be making a move on him? Yes, he is, but Firepower's got the inside as they head into the chicane. Graham gets it done though, so Firepower now down into 7th. Stealth in 8th, oh, and Stealth in all sorts of trouble. It's that chicane again, same place as last time. So that's unlucky for Stealth now. Finds himself down in 10th with 30 seconds to go. So I think that's going to be his finishing point. Nathan 11th. So back up to our race leader. Oh, the big back. Well, it's a good job you're a good few seconds in front, because that could have cost you the race. A rare mistake from the Big Mac on the last lap. You got Hodgie in 2nd, although the gap was just too big to have any real impact on the Big Mac's position. So we're going to stay with the Big Mac as he nurses that Porsche across the line to take his win. And a good win it was as well. Got himself in front and stayed there, so well done to the Big Mac. Hodgie and Brian race to the finish. Hodgie just gets it ahead of Brian in 3rd, so great racing from those two. Declan's going to get 4th, Graham 5th, Kebabman 6th, Firepower 7th. Shaggy is going to bring it home in 8th. Then we've got Kian in 9th. It's unlucky for Stealth, but he's going to come home in 10th. He'll be kicking himself for those mistakes, I'm sure. and then Nath is going to bring it home in 11th. So that was race 3. I hope you've enjoyed these races. If you have, then join us again next week when we will be in America at Road Atlanta. I shall catch you all then.